Nature is a mutable cloud which is always and never. In Song of Solomon 3:1, it is mentioned how the speaker, while lying on their bed at night, sought out the one their soul loves, but was unable to find them. He same. This raises the question of where one is most likely to find Christ if they have lost his companionship. If Christ has been lost due to a lack of prayer in the private closet, then that is where one must go to seek and rediscover him. If Christ has been lost as a result of sin, the only way to find him again is by renouncing that sin and seeking the help of the Holy Spirit to suppress the desires associated with it. Neglecting the Scriptures is another way to lose Christ, but it is in the Scriptures themselves that one can find him again. It is often said that when you misplace something, you should search for it in the place where you initially dropped it. Similarly, in the case of Christ, one should search for him where they remember losing him, as he has not abandoned them. However, it is important to acknowledge that retrieving Christ can be a challenging task. John Bunyan, in his work, recounts how the pilgrim had a difficult time finding his way back to the Arbor of Ease, where he had lost his record. Going 1 mile back for the lost evidence was more arduous than traveling 20 miles forward. Therefore, when you do rediscover Christ, it is vital to hold on tightly to him. This raises the question of how one could have lost Christ in the first place. Considering the immense value of Christ as a friend, his comforting words, and his precious company, one would assume that losing sight of him would be unthinkable. Why were you not vigilant all the time, fearing to lose sight of such a treasured companion? Nevertheless, since you have allowed him to slip away, it is a mercy that you are now seeking him, even though you lament, wishing to know where you might find him. Keep seeking, as being without the Lord is perilous. Without Christ, you are like a sheep without a shepherd, a tree devoid of water at its roots, or a withered leaf tossed about by the storm and disconnected from the source of life. Devote your whole heart to seeking him, and he will be found by you. Dedicate yourself entirely to this search, and you will undoubtedly rediscover him, filling your heart with joy and gladness.